So I hope you enjoy it. Mary, did you have access to it?
I think that I did, but I think I might have deleted it by mistake. So, but I will check my delete or my
Uh-huh.
what's the word? I can't think of the word right now.
Well, your trash, right?
Trash. Let me think of trash, and then I'll let you know different. Okay. Oh, sometimes the words come up easy as I get older.
Oh dear, I know that. We need to work together.
Yes.
So do you want Lori to resend it to you?
Please, if she would, I certainly would appreciate that, and that I can be assured that I have it. I certainly would. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, last week when we did our La Chi practice, we're opening out to the universe and releasing our own intention and merging it with the universe intention of natural life support. And we did it a little bit differently, saying that we would hold our intention more lightly, not focusing on a definite outcome, but saying there is potential for healing. And we're not sure exactly how that will look. And I wondered if it felt different or you had any comments about it after having, just kind of sat with it for a while.
Hmm.
I don't have any comments, but last Tuesday I was so out of it. I don't even remember what we did. Had a lot of pain that day and hadn't slept and
Uh-huh. Well,
yeah.
sorry. I hope that your pain is better. And I really had meant to ask you today, Sabet, sometimes when we do a meditation that's with no movement, it's more difficult for you, right? To stay focused and not be aware of the pain. And I wondered how that is today. I always like to follow what you all are eating more. And if it's meditation that involves movement, like before we've done the crane's neck, which is focusing on the spine and moving at the same time, keeping our mind in the vertebrae, and then in the waist, in the Mingman, and then with the feet. So, Sabet, does that seem like you're more able to stay with the meditation if we're doing that kind of movement?
Today my pain level is much better, so I should be able to do whatever you choose to do today.
Okay. All right.
I just wanted to say for me, I've really tried to concentrate all week since you talked about the wholeness and the healing, basically in whatever way it can come. I've really tried to just meditate on that when I'm doing anything, just if that makes any sense to you at all, just embracing that as how I can come to a better place in life, if you will, if that makes sense, because I've got so many dysfunctions that I'm trying not to concentrate on them, but think about just being whole and at ease, if you will. I almost said happy, and I don't quite mean that, but just more at ease, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. And Anne, I think that's the real goal of this practice, is to change our mindset and live each moment that way, like you said, throughout the day when you're doing different things.
Right. Like it could have been the dishes. I'm not kidding. I mean, it could be the dishes when I'm trying to get my mind turn that way instead of thinking, oh, this hurts or that hurts or whatever,
Uh-huh.
because I live with so much pain all the time that I'm just trying not to give the pain as much voice, maybe is a way to say it.
Uh-huh. I think it's really a good thing. I think you're onto something because I think the point is, there are forces that are helping us to accomplish our task, and when we focus on the pain, or for me right now in my life, it's focusing on issues and relationships that I want to be a certain way. And if I hold that rigidly, and I'm losing my connection to what really supports me, in the processes. So thank you for sharing that. I think it's really helpful.
Thanks, Erin. I liked hearing that too. I need to do that more often.
It really, it's been really helpful to me. I mean, I literally took notes last week, Lenore, and wrote down like phrases. So I've gone back and looked at the phrases sometimes when I needed a little more reinforcement, shall we say.
Well, good, great. I looked at my notes from that week, and since Sabette said she kind of missed it, I wanted to I'll just reread it. And it was very simple, and it came out of my other class where some other people were sharing their ideas about it. And one or two people in particular who are teachers as well. But she said, hold true health, wholeness, your highest well-being as your goal and your intention, and not to focus on the disease. And that my own interpretation of wholeness, when I have my rigid idea about it, it might interfere and limit me in my path to that wholeness. That if we stay in a state of receptivity, rather than if I do this, then this will happen, but to just kind of have an openness. So Sabette, when we did our La Chi last week, the idea was to just open into the space and feel more relaxed, just say, I am a being, and my birthright is to be part of this giant cosmic network. And some people call it God's, people have different frameworks for it, but it's a place to feel like, yes, I am definitely part of this giant network of life, and there's support there for me, and I want to bring it in. Let it come and let it guide the healing and the transforming of my being, just kind of a relaxation more, I think, of the mind and body. So I think we'll do that again. We'll do the La Chi again. And then when we do hold Chi up and pour Chi down, we'll have the same idea of just an opening and holding our intention, but very lightly. So I will use the 8 verses to organize the chi field. The first step is to adjust the posture. So sit in a healing posture that is comfortable to you, lifting the bai way, lifting way in, and feel your shoulders relax down naturally. The hands on the thighs up or down, and the feet parallel on the floor, about in line with your hips. And then to adjust the mind, we face forward, focus on a point, holding your eyeballs and your eyelids still for a few seconds, we connect our own deeper inner self, our awareness, connected out beyond the horizon, letting go of our attachment to the outside world right now, going out into that infinite space. And then slowly bring your focus back, the movement of the eyes coming back to your own space and then to your own body. That movement helps us to begin to quieten our mind and focus inward. So going now into that space behind the eyes, feel a sense of space there. The center of the brain, we say, is the home of the mind. Feel it as space in your own body, or imagine it as this deep, large, bright, clear, pure essence of your being. The wholeness, really, of your life, the perfection of your life. Rest in that space for a few more breaths. Feeling a sense of home, perfect peace. And then we use the 8 verses to, what we say, organize the energy field around us and out to the universe. And we begin by saying the head touches the sky, the feet stand on the earth. As the mind expands in this way, the body naturally relaxes. We are respectful and quiet. The mind is clear. The heart and mind and appearance humble. No distracting thoughts. We are able to hold the thought of our intention. And in this time, please connect with that intention for yourself. It could be your own health, your own body, could be someone else. It could be a relationship. It could be very general about your own health. Holding your focus on that idea without a tightness or a rigidity, feeling that as we expand into infinite space, we're open and receptive to all healing. It may take a form that we aren't expecting. Just an openness, relaxing into that infinite space, feeling that as home, perfect peace, perfect connection, and belonging. And at the same time, the mind shines deeply inwardly, feeling now your own body, feeling the skin and in through the pores, deeper and deeper, imagining the space, as we say, that column of energy that is your essence, imagining it deep and large, bright, clear and pure, filled with that healing energy and information. And now as we hold our hands up to about waist height, we'll open and close very gently and chant the words, the Chinese words for open and close, and remembering the vibration of the sound also helps with the opening and the transformation. Please also remember, as we open our hands, use your elbows to lead, and you'll feel a sense of your whole body. Elbows leading out slightly, and then let the elbows come into the body and let the hands follow. Opening, and the mind goes out through the earth chi, the earth energy, into the universe as far as we can imagine, and then bringing in the elbows and the hands. Bring the mind in to that deep core of your being, deep inside, so big, so full of that energy of life. Then open gently, mind out into that space. We say when we open out, we release all that we no longer need. It's a very natural process, just like our breath, letting go and then bringing in. As you bring your hands in, we bring in what's needed for our body, for our hearts, our minds. So open out into that space. Close the hands in slightly, letting the elbows lead the movement and feeling it with your whole being. Open, kai. Close, kai. You may continue chanting, and as you open out, hold that sense of possibility, opening into the universe, as natural as breathing. And then as we come in, we gather and bring in naturally what our body, what our being needs, opening out into that space gently, easily, very natural and easy, coming in and out, in, kai, opening, deep inside, kai, kai, Now holding your hands, now still, just feel that space between your hands. Maybe you feel a sense of energy there. We imagine that chi, that energy, focused there between the hands. You might feel a temperature change, difference. You might feel lightness or density. It's very different for each person. So feeling and maybe slightly opening, just barely moving your hands. And you might turn your hands one up, one down, and feel that space like a ball of energy, massaging that ball of energy, circling or up and down slightly. This life energy that supports us is very real, and the more we exercise our mind's intention with it, the more powerful it becomes for us. And now please move your palms, if you can, to a part of your body, just facing that part, and imagine that ball of energy that you've gathered and empowered to move really through that body part, seeing it transparent. If you go to a knee or a shoulder or an inner organ, and if you can't reach, just imagine that space in your body and feel that energy moving through that body part, bringing that intention for healing. Really see it transparent and transforming into a natural state, working with the entire body toward healing and highest well-being. It's really opening blockages, allowing that natural flow. Our own body has this powerful natural intention for healing and health. And with this practice, we've gathered the power of the universe that supports life and the power of your own life in around the earth through the love of your family and friends, the intention of your medical team, just feeling that power as this energy that moves through your body and brings that healing. Just holding your awareness there, and again holding that sense of lightness and ease, very natural, this process. And then slowly bring your palms to your navel and bring your awareness now to that part of your body behind the navel, inside. The lower dantian, we say, is a space behind the navel, between the kidneys, in front of the spine. It's an energetic center that supports our physical body. Now see that space full of chi, growing stronger and stronger. The chi continuing to work, really nourishing the entire body. How, how. Now slowly open your hands and eyes. And I think we'll just move into our practice of hold chi up, keeping our quiet mind and our relaxed body. Please move to your practice space. And we begin with our healing posture. The byway lifted, chin slightly tucked, the way in lifted, the lower abdomen gently tucked, shoulders relaxed down naturally, feeling space under the armpits. Maybe we can roll our shoulders forward and up and back and down. Once more, as you breathe in, roll the shoulders up, back and down as you breathe out. And then stretch the shoulders horizontally and feel space under the armpits. And as you go down the body, feel the legs straight but not locked. And the weight on the front 2/3 of the feet. This posture allows us to be more in line with that flow of energy from the earth and from the sky. And then focus on a point, please, straight forward, holding your vision on that point, allowing our quiet mind, our true self-awareness to connect out, connecting to the earth chi, the chi of all the chi of our life experience, and then beyond, out to the Wanyan chi. And then slowly bring your focus back across the space to right in front of you, and then slowly inward as you let your eyes close. And again, we go into that space inside, center of the brain. I hope now it's becoming more and more familiar and easy to go to that quiet space, deep, deep, imagining it as infinite space. Your own deep, true self-awareness, your own life essence, so bright and clear and pure. From that space, we touch the sky and stand on the earth. As the mind expands through the body and beyond, the body naturally relaxes. We are respectful and quiet. The mind is clear, the heart and mind and appearance humble. No distracting thoughts. The mind expands into that infinite space and at the same time shines deeply inwardly, deep into the space within, to every cell, to the atomic level, between the atoms, so much space inside, so much space for transformation as we do our practice now, completely harmonized with that energy of the earth and that energy of the universe. It includes each other, that energy of the earth. And now as we begin, please hold each member, knowing that we share now as one that field of energy, our intentions for healing, for ourselves, for each other in the world. Very powerful. With each movement, we open out into space, releasing that intention. And as we gather in, we are transforming. Please visit the thought of your intention before we start. Again, it might be specifically for your own body, or it can be many different thoughts. That relate to your life, to your progress in life. And if there are distracting thoughts through the practice, just return to that thought of your intention. Just draw your mind back again and again. Now turn the palms to the back, erect parallel to the floor and push forward 15 degrees. Then pull back, mind deep in the body. Pull, 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 pull. Turn your palms to face each other and hold chi up to navel height. The middle fingers induce chi through do chi. Then turn your palms down and open out, opening into that space of the universe. Bring the palms to the back. Let the elbows lift up and the palms face Mingmen. Chi flowing into the body. And then lift your palms up to press under the armpits, da bao. Now extend your hands forward at shoulder height and shoulder width. The middle fingers are sending chi through the center of the forehead, yin tong. And now open to the sides. Feel your whole being opening out into that space. Turn the palms now down and then spiral up, bringing the palms up above the crown of the head, palms together, stretch up, and then lower your hands down through the crown of the head to the face and down to the in front of the chest. Now please circle the middle fingers, 3 circles, imagining that energy inside, spiraling through the body. And now, extend the hands forward, rotating the palms forward. Then open one finger at a time, leaving the pointers and thumbs absorbing chi through that triangle. Then separate to shoulder width, rolling the shoulders back and down, and then push the palms forward, the mind out to that space, and then as you pull in the mind deep inside the body, pull, 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 now staying out in that space, move the hands to the side 15 degrees, opening in that direction, and then close in to shoulder width and the mind inside. Open into that space, close and come deep inside the body. Open, close. Now moving your palms along the horizon, arms still straight, palms erect, arms in a straight line, pull in with the shoulder blades, the mind deep inside, then relax the shoulders and push out with the palms, the mind out. Pull, pull, pull. Out in that space, lift up 15 degrees and down. The chi flows through the body, up into infinite space and down into the body. The mind out into space, then into the body. Now turn your palms up and we hold chi up from the sides, feeling a sense of all that space. Turn your palms above the crown of the head and pour chi down for one cycle of breath. Then lower your hands down over the crown, the mind inside, as your hands move in front of the face, the chest, the mind moving down through the organs. Middle fingers press the navel, the mind inside. And then move your hands around the waist to press the Mingnam, thinking inside. Now, as you squat down, move the hands down the back of the body, the mind inside the thighs and knees, calves. As you go down, the chin is still slightly tucked. Move the palms to above the feet, as low as is comfortable, and then push into the earth with the palms and the balls of the feet. Then rocking back on the heels, lift the middle back and circle forward. Push down, releasing, circle back and up. Once more, forward, push, pull. Then move your hands to the side of the feet and come up the front of the legs. Mind inside, through the knees and thighs. Really feeling your body up through the abdomen. As you stand up, press the navel. And for a couple of breaths, just feel again the wholeness of your being, the changes in the physical body, because the mind and energy and physical body are really integrated. Then lower the hands for section 2. We begin by lifting the palms up to the side, slowly coming up, arms to a straight line, erect the palms, and we pull in with the shoulder blades, going deep inside, then relax and push out to the universe. Pull in the mind deep inside. Now, keeping your palms erect and the mind out in that space, we're closing in 15 degrees now into the body. Then open the arms and the mind out into space. Close, open, close, open. Now move the palms along the horizon to the front to shoulder width, and we roll the shoulders back, the mind going deep inside. Relax the shoulders and the mind out to the universe as you pull. Roll. Now lift up 15 degrees and down into the body, up into that space, down through the body, up, down. Now turn your palms to face each other and we hold chi up from the front, coming up, feeling in your physical body that sense of space. Bring the palms above the crown of the head and pour chi down for one cycle of breath. Now bringing your palms down over the crown and in front of the face, the mind inside the body, really moving through the brain, down through the chest, the heart and lungs, organs in the lower abdomen. Oh, sorry, we missed the, please go back to press yin tongue and we'll do the brain and open around above the ears and to the back. Press Yujin. And now down the spine to press Shinju. We're going slowly and lovingly filling the body with that energy. Now over the shoulders, under the arms, and then back to the spine. Pressing with the middle fingers, move down the spine to press Mingmen. And then open around the waist to press Duchi. Now slowly move down the front of the body, the mind inside the thighs and knees, shins, ankles, and feet. Palms above the feet. Roll, 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 roll. Now move your hands to the side and to the back. And as you slowly stand up, the mind inside through the calves and knees and thighs, hips. As you stand up, press Mingmen opposite the navel, and then open around the waist to press Duchi, thinking inside, full of Qi. Feel your body as a whole. Feel the changes in your body. Then lower your hands to the side for section 3. We turn the palms to 45 degrees and slowly hold Qi up on the diagonal, not the sides nor the front, but between. Coming up at shoulder height, turn the palms up and continue up, feeling a sense of all that space. Turn the palms above the crown of the head and pour Qi down for one cycle of breath. Maybe this time you focus on the middle dantian, that heart center. And bring the hands down over the sides of the head, over the ears, to in front of the shoulders. Turn the palms forward, elbows pointing down. Push the right palm out. When the arm is almost straight, turn to the left. Again, holding a sense of that space, we gather Qi. At 90 degrees, the thumb presses chunklei, going on around. As you turn back to the front, let the palm drift and the middle finger presses left Qi Hu under the collarbone. And then push out your left palm, turning to the right, turning at the waist. We gather Qi. The thumb presses chunklei. We continue the arm moving and the body coming back to the front, then resting the middle fingers under the collarbone. Press Qi Hus. Breathe in and absorb. Breathe out, release. Absorb. Release. Absorb. Release. Then move your palms away slightly. Turn the palms up and then pivot at the wrist to create lotus palms. Feeling that space in the center of the chest. Then close your hands to prayer hands and we circle the middle fingers 3 circles. The Qi spiraling with the mind through the body. Now from that central core of your deep being, we expand out, moving the hands up in front of the face, over by way, stretch up, connecting to the heavens and the earth. Then open your palms forward, relax the shoulders down and the arms coming down, almost to a straight line. Turn your palms up and come forward to shoulder width, the middle fingers emitting Qi to yin tone. Then lower the elbows and bring the palms to press with the middle finger, da bao. Then extend the hands to the back, the mind out into that space. Then slowly through space, you bring your palms to the sides and then slowly turn to the front. We're gathering chi, coming in now palm on the navel. The mind coming into the body, we feel that space around us, the body chi field, now more open, more harmonized with the chi, stronger, more nourishment and protection for our body. Slightly moving your body, feel the forward, the back, the left, the right, above the head and beneath the feet, that energy field of your own body. And then we go in through the pores of the skin, imagining a network in the body, fascia, that surrounds and goes through every cell where the energy, where the chi moves, going deep into each cell. For 1 minute, we will hold our awareness inside, feeling that sense of relaxation, perfectly open, perfectly connected. The entire body is nourished by chi. How? Now opening your hands and eyes, we give thanks. Thanks to the chi field, to the teachers who have guided us through our lives. Thanks to each other. And we say, how? Thank you all again for being with me. It's always such a good thing, this hour of the week for me.
Well, you're a blessing to me. I can tell you that.
Same here. Thank you.
We're doing it together.
Mhm.
And I also liked keeping that thought in mind that the chi field kind of continues on. Like when I had to leave last week, you were like, we're with this together, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm,
And I kind of kept that one in mind as well.
mhm.
That was very nice during the week as well.
Good. Me too. I think in this culture, particularly the Western culture, we're so busy, right? And we lose touch with that reality of this bigger picture. You know, I truly believe it is so real, this energy field and this energy work that we do. So sometimes it's hard with our busy lives and busy culture and the pressure to buy things, to have more, to do more. I think I struggle with it a lot.
Well, the connectedness to me is a foreign thought to my Western mind. And I really like it because I can think of you guys as I'm going through a harder time and kind of bring your image up in my mind, if that makes sense.
It does. I do that too. Yes. And I think in our culture, in our history, right, we are individualists. We are going to make it on our own and
Exactly.
do what we want to do and what we need to do. So life is so wonderful and sometimes very challenging. It's amazing, isn't it? Both.
Absolutely. And again, ladies, I apologize for talking so much.
No apology needed. It's wonderful to share. So thank you, Lori. And we'll see you next week unless someone has more to say. I'll always love hearing from you.
Thank you, Lenore.
Okay.
Lori and Lenore and everyone. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good week.
Bye, everyone.